Boom. And we are live with another episode virtual of the Brownwater Banter podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Cates.
That's right. That's right. And we got a great episode for you this evening, man. We got Coach Bailey from St. Pat's going to be talking about football, man. Their the 2022-23 football season just got kicked off, last week, Joey?
Yeah, last Friday there was a lot of jamborees. I think this week's pretty much everybody will be playing. Some teams opted out of jamborees, but this week everybody's going to be on there.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we're going to talk with him about the upcoming season. But before we do that, we're going to run through our sponsors, man, and thank the people that support the show. Right out the gate, if you're looking for a great local dentist, you've heard us talk about him here before on the show. That's Dr. Robbie Williams right there and his friendly staff over at Southern Magnolia Smiles. Check him out on Facebook and Instagram at Southern Magnolia Smiles. Give him a ring on the phone there at 228-215-1202 and book that appointment. Joey and I both use Dr. Robbie, and we can't say enough good things about him, man. He's a great guy and a great business that he's running over there. So go check him out. Hilltree Marketing. If you're in the market for website design, IT work, any type of photography, videography, aerial drone cinematography, Jesse Hill and his team right here that he's put together. They're a local company. You can reach out to him at hilltreemarketing.com and he'll go to work for you, man. He built us a great website that we're super proud of at brownwaterbanter.com. Very easy to work with. Great local guy. We can't recommend him enough. So go check him out, hilltreemarketing.com. Our good buddy Rocky Brooks over at Cedar Swamp. I was just there today. I bought one of his reels from him, one of the used ones that he's refurbished. Got that Ambassador, Joey, the red one.
Oh, yeah?
One of them throwbacks. Yeah, his old one, like late 90s, early 2000s, he said. I love it. Yeah, Cedar Swamp, Goche Van Cleve Road. Like I said, he's got rods, reels, tackle, apparel, anything you want, he's got it. Shows you right here. The Brownwater hats are in there now. We're super pumped about that. You can go pick them up from Rocky. If you're looking at this photo, we're down there in the back of that hat rack. I think
all the way in the back. Thanks.
Yeah,
Rocky.
and then there's a couple kind of 3/4 or a quarter up from the back. So that's where you need to go to find us. Skip past the Fish in the South hats and go straight to ours. So
yeah, they look better anyways.
Love Josh, dude. Just giving you some crap here on the intro. But yeah, he's got all the plastics that you need, extra tough boots, apparel, and Mississippi Coastal Angler Magazine, Mississippi. Yeah, we are in Joey. We're in this month's edition in the very back, full page ad for the Sheep's Head Showdown. So go check us out in that magazine. Yep. It's all over the coast. If you don't have one, it's your own fault. So go check that out.
And they're free.
And they're free. And Calvin Taylor, he's currently serving as Ocean Springs Municipal Judge, and he is running for Circuit Court Judge. Joey's going to help me out. We do Jackson County, right, Joey? Greene County, and what is it, George?
George, yep.
There we go. Got it. Only took about 3 weeks to get that straight. But he's got over 30 years of experience. He's an attorney. I mentioned it before. As soon as we get the studio back up and running, we're going to have him come sit down. We're going to chat face to face. He's got some cool stories, but he's the man for the job come November the 8th on the midterm elections there. When you see Calvin Taylor's name on the ballot, remember that you heard about him here, and that we've reached out to the people that we know in this community, and they all recommend it. We know some law enforcement guys and people that work with him daily, and they say he's the man for the job, and we agree. So Calvin Taylor, man, November the 8th, check him out. Yep. And we've been mentioning this here on the show as well. There's a benefit coming up September the 17th for a good buddy of ours, Joel. It's for his mother. It's a benefit. She's got ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease. For you maybe have heard that. They're going to be trying to raise some money for it. It's a great cause. September the 17th from 12 to 6 at the Iberville Community Center. They're going to be selling pulled pork plates for $10. They're going to do an auction, baked goods, raffle, just trying to raise money for a family that's in need. So if you can check it out, Joey will drop the GoFundMe link in the comments below as well. If you can go there that day, the Iberville Community Center over on Lambie Bridge Road, go check it out.
That's it.
All right. There we go. All right, we're going to bring Coach Bailey. He's been patiently waiting backstage.
Coach, how's it going, man?
All right, good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, another day, man. Another year of football cranking up, huh?
That's right. 2022 season is underway, and we're working to get better every day. So
St. Pat's, St. Pat's they're going to what are y'all 3A?
We're a 3A. We're a 3A. We're playing an independent schedule this year in football. Due to the youth of the program, we've got probably the biggest numbers the school's ever had. We're over 50 kids, 9 through 12 playing, but 35 of them are 9th and 10th graders, 23 freshmen. So we are in a complete youth movement right now.
Right.
So we're doing something a little different for this year, and then as part of the MHSAA, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. So those young bucks, I mean, that's a good future. I think last year y'all ran about 30, and this year y'all got at least 50, close to 60 kids out there this year.
We had had 39, 40 last year. We're running 52 varsity, another 40 in 7th and 8th grade. So, we're real exciting. It's a smaller senior class with about 25 8th graders that'll move up behind that. So next year we'll probably be 60 plus.
Yeah. And I've seen it where St. Patrick's, if I'm not wrong, it's full, right? You can't even hardly get into St. Patrick's anymore.
We are at capacity. We have 625 students in grades 7 through 12. And kids wanting to enter are currently on a waiting list for the first time in history. So,
well, it's got to be good for your program knowing that you got that many. Because I know at one point I used to coach at Norfolk Market, and we played there at junior high, and y'all had junior high probably 5, 6 years ago. And then y'all didn't have the numbers of junior high, and I guess y'all just pulled everybody up to varsity and got rid of junior high for a little while.
Yeah, this is my 4th year, and from what I understand, the numbers were significantly lower. We were a 2A when I got there prior to my arrival. I tell people that we were 46, 48 guys, 7 through 12 as a school program. If you look at the team pictures the year before I got there, you're probably about 40 or 41 total kids. We were able to increase that dramatically the first year, getting a lot more kids. We've hovered the first 3 years we were as a varsity program with me there. We've been around 38 to 40 kids and working to increase those junior high numbers. And last year was the first year we were able to do that and really have a separate 7th and 8th grade team. And we're doing that once again this year. And then we last year, for the first time, had a junior varsity team. We had enough guys varsity. It was a little tight at times, but this year we're playing all those 9th and 10th graders as a JV. And like I said, I think we took 35 yesterday for that.
That's not bad. That's not bad numbers at all, for sure, especially for the youth coming up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And anytime you get more numbers, you get more football players, and so that's exciting too. But like I said, we're very young right now, and we're trying to grow those guys, and it's always tough when you're playing 14 and 15-year-olds against some 18-year-olds, especially some of those senior heavy teams. So there's a lot of growth, and I've been pretty straightforward with everybody. This is a year of growth for our program. So
right,
I like it.
Yeah.
That brings up a question. This is the 3rd one we've done, right, Joey, with the coaches for this year. And what do you attribute the growth as far as numbers is concerned? Is it getting kids excited about the program? Is it like hand-to-hand combat in the hallways, going and talking to them and saying, hey, you need to get out there and play? Like, how do you do that?
What we've done, and I was very straightforward when I interviewed for the job 4 years ago, was we were going to recruit our kids. And what that means is we have essentially 6 Catholic elementary feeder schools that feed into St. Patrick, okay, down here on the coast. We got into those schools immediately, to those 6th graders, and worked to get them there. We've worked hard in our summer camp to get kids to come to our summer camps. And that number has grown significantly. And a lot of those kids are starting to trickle in and play junior high football. All of that on top of just the growth of the school, I think has really helped in doing that. But we make a point to go to the schools and talk to the kids and get them to play. and they come out. And, of course, a lot of them have never played in 7th grade, and that's okay because junior high football is about teaching the basics of the game. And we give them an enjoyable experience. Our head junior high coach is Ted Williams. Coach Williams, obviously, a lot of folks probably know from down here. He was on the state championship staff at D'Iberville, but Coach has been there with me the whole time. He's our head junior high coach. He's actually my defensive coordinator this year for the varsity. And, Ted does a great job. He is a builder of young men. And, the staff has done a wonderful job in getting them through 7th grade to 8th grade, then to 9th grade. And I think what we've always seen in the game of football, and I think you guys would agree with this, is at smaller schools, when they get to 9th grade, you have a lot of fall off.
Right.
Because they don't want to hit those older kids. There's a physicality difference there that's pretty massive.
Correct.
And as we were able to grow the numbers, we were able to create the junior varsity as sort of a buffer for some of that. So, and that's really helped bolster the numbers the last 2 years. So,
yeah. And I think with, Patrick has success, soccer, tennis, I hate to call them the smaller sports, but they are the smaller sports. Had success in basketball this year. Baseball team's pretty good. So it's the football team, that's coming up, so we got to get the football team with it, right?
Yeah. So, I'm the athletic director. This will be my 3rd year as that. And, we have tremendous success in the variety of programs.
Absolutely.
As a school, there hasn't been as much success in terms of football, since they merged Mercy Cross and St. John in 2007. There's been one winning season since 2007 in football. There's been one 500 season since then. That was actually my first year. That's the second best team the school's ever had. There's been 4 playoff seasons in the history of the school. The last season was my second year at St. Patrick. So there hasn't been the consistent, we've got Coach Tim McDaniel. He's our boys and girls cross country coach. The man's won 23 state championships. Okay. He's probably
legit.
He's probably the preeminent cross country coach in the state of Mississippi. We had a 3-peat recently in track, in girls track. Our baseball team made the second round. They're kind of in the same growth as we are.
Right.
As a football program with Coach Tyler Buckley. Keith Robinson. Coach Robinson won, I think, over 900 games in his career and has won state championships. We had, the best basketball team we've ever had, of course, led by Nick Crass, who's now at Oregon State University. Stud. And we're trying to get there in football, and it's a process. And I've been I was very forward with everybody. Don't build it on sand.
Right.
If we build it on sand, we could do some things, and maybe have some short-term success, but we want a long-term program here. And I'm not battling as the head coach on the coaching side with just 15 years of St. Patrick. I'm dealing with relatively 60, 70 years of Catholic school coached football here. There's been pockets of success if you go back and look at Mercy Cross and St.
Right.
And before that, Notre Dame. But relatively, it's been modest success as a whole. And so we're trying to build this thing for the long term, and that takes time. And I really think that we're close because there are some really good football players in these lower grades. They're just young, and we're playing some of them on Friday nights, as young kids. So.
Yeah, they got to cut their teeth somewhere, so you might as well get them in there.
Yeah, that's right.
So explain, you said y'all are sitting out this year division-wise, right? So y'all are 3A, but most of y'all's schedule is away and way away, right? Y'all got to travel far away.
Well, we're playing 9 of the 11 dates. Okay, we've got a couple of off dates we didn't fill, which is fine because 70 to 80% of the teams playing junior varsity on those Mondays nights anyway. So they're playing every week. We got some guys playing 13 games this season, or a majority of them.
Right.
But we're going to St. Andrews on Friday up in Ridgeland. And that'll actually be our third week in a row on the road. We went to the Jamboree at Richton for week 0. We played Resurrection at Gaucher, which it's an away game, but it's not very far. That was our week 1 opener last Friday. But St. Andrews is a 2.5-hour trip north, just north of Jackson, of course. And then we'll actually only have one more road game, and that'll be at Silva Bay Academy, which is Bay Springs. So about an hour 45.
That's not bad.
No. Besides that, we're at home starting September 16th, and so we're playing half of our schedule still teams that we played last year: Sacred Heart, St. Andrews, and Resurrection, and Snook Academy. And then there's a few new opponents, 4 new opponents plus Richton. And so, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing for this year. And then, we'll kind of go from there, So, jump back in, see where we're at. But I really think, and I told my guys this last night, 365 days, we're going to be a dramatically different football team.
Absolutely. So you're thinking maybe next year after that, you're going to jump back into district play, get that going?
Yeah, I would think so, but there again, put my administrative hat on, we'll look at everything, but that is our plan as of right now. So, yeah.
Sweet. That'll work.
I like it. What's been the buy-in from the community? Being on the road, I guess, as much as you're saying, but I mean, when y'all do get to catch a home game, has the turnout been what you expect or what you want it to be?
Look, I can tell you this: we played at Poplarville for junior varsity, and we brought a lot of folks last night. We had a great crowd at Resurrection. We had a great crowd at Richton. We'll see what St. Andrews brings. In terms of us going up there, but when you have the cheer and the band and the dance and you have the whole school community, there's never not been good crowds for a St. Patrick football game.
That's good.
People come to the game. We're still trying to reach out. I'm still trying to increase some work to get some of our elementary kids to the games. But we're kind of in that process right now, and I think we've got a good plan to do that. I'd love for all those kids to be out there with the cheer and dance as we run out there on the field. And, St. Patrick is a wonderful school community. It is a fantastic place to be, and I'm just very fortunate to be a part of it.
Yeah, for sure. But I think we put the cart in front of the horse, man. Tell us your background and tell us how you ended up at St. Pat's.
All right. So I always tell folks if I was running for governor that my slogan would be, I am Mississippi. So,
all right.
There you go. I like that.
So, I was born in Tupelo, grew up the majority of my life in the Mississippi Delta in Greenville. Went to Greenville St. Joe High School. There's been quite a few good players, much better than myself, obviously. But there's a guy playing for Florida State this weekend. Trey Benson's a running back. He's a product of Greenville St. Joe. Wonderful school. Grew up in the Catholic schools. Went to college at Millsaps in Jackson. Played for Coach Bob Tyler there. Who just got put in the Coaches Hall of Fame. Should have been put in a long time ago, but they waited till he was 90 years old to do that. My high school coach was a guy named Butch Inman. Coach Inman won over 200 career games in high school, won a state championship at Ray Brooks back in 2005.
What year were you at Millsaps?
I was at Millsaps 02. Is when I started. 2002.
You know Matthew Cartwright? Did you play with Matthew Cartwright?
I know Matthew Cartwright very well. Matthew,
Yeah.
in fact, I saw him this summer. We were at St.
He
Martin.
played with us at St. Martin. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I spoke to him during the summer. Cartwright he's a good dude, man. And
absolutely.
And so did that, and actually broke into my coaching career at St. Andrews, where we're going Friday with David Bradbury. Coach Bradbury's in the Coaches Hall of Fame. And then hung around the Jackson metro area, and had a good run at some different schools there, and then got an opportunity to come down to St. Patrick and accepted the job to move to the beautiful Mississippi Gulf Coast and take a program that historically has struggled. And taking over tough programs is not for everybody, but that's something that I've done at various stops in my career, and I always like a good challenge. And I think that we're answering that call. And there's going to be some great things that happen. And I believe they can start happening this year. So,
yeah. Awesome. Well, take us around your staff, man. Let us know who you got on it, because I know you got Burdine over there, you got Black over there, you got Williams, you got a whole crew of.
We have got a lot of experience at St. Patrick Catholic High School, and our head junior high coach and defensive coordinator, Ted Williams. I've already mentioned Ted. Our assistant head coach this year is Dave Gauntz. Coach Gauntz was I believe the 8th grade coach at Ocean Springs Middle School for years. Of course, Coach Gauntz has been in the news recently with he had pancreatic cancer, but Coach has beaten pancreatic cancer. He is cancer free, and
awesome.
And he's back out there, so we're lucky to have him. Sheldon Black is our offensive line coach. I'm extremely blessed to have Sheldon out there. I really think he's probably the best O-line coach in South Mississippi.
Coach Black was my best friend. I teach at the Ironville, so Coach Black left us to go to y'all. So Coach Black is the man for sure.
His reputation speaks for itself. Kevin Burdine's out there coaching football. Coach Burdine's a heck of a baseball coach. He just got put in the Biloxi Sports Hall of Fame this weekend. And we're lucky to have him. Doug Peterson helps me offensively. Curtis Owen helps the defensive line. I'm trying to think. I've got Warren Davis helps me as a offensive assistant, and William Burke. Coach Burke is our fresh face. He is new, and he is fresh out of college, and so he makes Ted and everybody feel pretty old. But no, he's coaching running backs. I'm trying to think if I missed anybody here. I think that's everybody. So about half of those guys have been with me the entire time. Coach Gauntz, Coach Williams, Coach Owen, Coach Peterson. Coach Black's in his second year with us. Coach Burdine's in his first year. Coach Burke's in his first year. Coach Davis is with us for a second year. So it's been a process as the numbers have grown, we've worked to really try to build the staff, both on the junior high and the high school side, so when I got there, Coach Williams was essentially the only junior high coach, and I helped him some that first year. Now he's got three guys that help him, so that helps with the growth of a program also.
Absolutely. That's what my train of thought.
It happens. It happens.
No, we were going. I really had a question on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember what it was going to be.
As soon as you stop thinking about it, that's when it'll come back to you. So
go ahead, Jerry.
Who we got coming up next week? How about that?
Well, we're off next week.
Okay.
So we'll play St. Andrews Friday, and then we have an off week. We'll play a JV game on Tuesday night. And what we'll do as a way to we'll play Tuesday night, practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and try to give those guys another 3-day weekend on the back end of that to try to freshen up, for Benjamin Franklin, who's our first home game on September 16th. Ben Franklin's the magnet school out of New Orleans. So,
okay. Well,
all y'all play is Catholic schools, or do y'all play independent schools, or how does that work?
We can play whoever we choose. Being year 2, going independent for year 2 on a schedule kind of limited us because most of the time you play home and away. And that was something that we discussed. I discussed with the principal because he had some questions about it. And I told him, I said, I think we can find most of our playing dates. There may be a couple of dates that we're not able to fill. And we got to a point, you get to the end of July, the first week of August, and everybody's asking, and you got to set a schedule. We finalized the schedule as is, and so, like I said, considering we're playing a full JV schedule, we're playing 5 JV games, and we've got such a high percentage of guys that are playing those, I think we're okay, because we're not playing, and you know how JV can go. You can play 20-minute running halves in JV. We played 8-minute quarters last night, so we got a lot of guys getting 6 quarters every week, of football. And the weeks we don't have those varsity games, they're going to get 4 quarters. So there's a lot of football these guys as a whole are getting.
Yeah, that's going to be good for the experience for the young guys like you were talking about, right? So that way, as they come up, they'll have that time in.
Yeah.
For sure. I love the enthusiasm, Coach. I love that you know where the program's at and you're willing to work towards getting it where you want it. So hats off to you on that. Yeah, for sure. And I hope the fans can appreciate that, the school, the kids as well, and understand, what you're trying to build.
Yeah, everybody's been extremely supportive, and you're building here, and you're also, let's talk about, we started a powerlifting program when I took the job. We had to get stronger,
Right.
Well, that's taken off with the boys, but that's really taken off with the girls. We've been South State runner-up 2 years in a row, starting that program. We're having a lot of success there, success is based on the identity of the school and the kids,
Yeah.
And that's where in the long term we're going to draw from in football. That success is coming. It was just so far down compared to everything else. We've had to build it up further. And I really think that we're right there. We're busting at the seams. We've just got to teach those guys how to win. So how to close things out, how to finish. So
yeah,
we get there.
Well, you definitely got the numbers this year, and hopefully y'all can grab a bunch of bring those young guys up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're fired up, man. We're and look, they're working their tails off, so we're extremely proud of them.
Good deal, man.
That's
well, Joey,
awesome,
unless you got anything else, man, I think we covered it.
Yeah, where can we find the schedule if we want to go on and see where St. Patrick's football is? Where can we find that?
Yeah, you should be able to find all that at stpatrickhighschool.net. If you go to the school website, there's archived news stories that'll have the calendar, the schedule, and we'll have the varsity schedules on Max Prep, so you can find it on there too if you look up St. Patrick. So
perfect,
awesome,
perfect,
Coach.
Yep. Hey, we appreciate your time this evening, jumping on here with us after I'm sure a long day, and it means a lot. So good luck to you guys this season.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Good deal, man. Good deal. That was a good one, Joey.
Yeah.
Do we have any more, Coach?
Blank. Huh?
Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us. That performance.
I had a good question, but I can't remember what it said.
It'll be about an hour from now, and you'll remember what it was.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
But
no, I was going to mention. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but you can now get the Brownwater hats not only on our website brownwaterbanter.com, but locally we are now in Nelson Outdoors over in Pascagoula. We're Cedar Swamp that we mentioned at the beginning of the show. That's you're going to have your Gaucher area covered on Gaucher-Bankley Road. And then today, as a matter of fact, we are now in Furlands over it's off of 90. But
It's
right
in
there
Gaucher too. Yeah.
Gaucher too. Okay, right there by Shell
Yeah.
Landing. So you can go there and grab our hats as well. And where else is there anything else cooking, Joey?
Sheep's Head Showdown coming up. The registration's open live. Get on there if you want to get registered for the tournament. The t-shirt pre-sale is live. So go to www.brownwaterbender.com. Get signed up. $1,500 belts, all that good stuff going on. And we got to give a shout out to Donnie Handler for, of course, setting this up. So
Yep.
It was a great show, man. And we want to do more football next year. So we have to get it out in front of it next year.
Like it. I like it. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Everybody in the comments. Jordan, thanks for tuning in, making a comment as well, bud. And we'll see y'all on the next one.